Hello friends, welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie and today we'll be creating a fall bucket list, such a fun way to add a bit of DIY seasonal decor to our planners. So let's get to it. And I've got some clear label printer paper ready to go, along with a cardstock pack that I'll be pulling from, and these Planning Things sticker books, which I'll pull from as well. So grabbed out a sheet of cardstock from that pack and also printed out the freebie I'll be giving away. The fall fun is on the clear label paper, and I just used a piece of copier paper for the actual fall bucket list freebie. And as you can see, I was showing you how it is in a circular format, an 8-inch circle. And I just use my Pyrex bowl as a guide when I am setting up the design so that I can make sure that the size will fit perfectly in a classic size happy planner. If you're using a big or a different size planner, you may want to scale it down and resize accordingly so that it does fit into your planner. So I already pre-planned the decor that I want to put here on the front. I've done a couple of these already where I do these wreath style bucket lists. So I just kind of whipped it out real quick off camera before I started because there is some logistical things that I wasn't really sure how it was going to work. And I didn't want to have this video be like super long. So I just went ahead and used some wax paper and had drawn an 8-inch circle and use that as my guide to build out this wreath. And all the stickers in here are from those Planning Things sticker books you see there on the side. One was from last year and the other one was from, I think, the subscription box recently that came out by Planning Thing. If I have links, everything will be down below in the description. So if you like the stickers you're seeing there, you can check out the links and see if the sticker books are still available. So I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut out this wreath shape. I've done this a few times in the past in different ways as far as my bucket list design, and I just find that this one is the cutest and is most fun to look at in my planner. Also, the way that I like to have it in there in the midst of my monthly spread just keeps it front of mind, but also is, again, just added decor. So I keep gravitating back to this design on my bucket lists, and I really enjoyed this look. So we're going to do it once again here, but with a little bit of a twist. For this one, it will be how I am putting in the bucket list items on the back using that freebie. For now, we'll just finish out this fussy cutting. We're close. It does take a little bit, but I was trying not to get too close to the sticker so it wasn't super tight to the line of the edge. Just a little bit more of a border, and I think that was the way to go, so they didn't take up too much time trying to cut out each and every single little thing. So now I gotta figure out the center mark, and I'm gonna go ahead and just glue down the printable right to the back. I wasn't really sure how best to do this. I thought about printing it on the cardstock first, but then I was worried that I wouldn't be able to see the opposite side as I was building out the wreath, and what if it was off center and all that stuff. So what I decided to do was just print out the freebie insert on regular cardstock, cut it to size. There is a light gray line that shows you where the circle ends, so you can do the same size, and then glue it directly to the back. Not a perfect solution, but I think it was the best solution. Might have been nice to have it glued down and then fussy cut to the same edges that are already there. I thought about that, but again, it was kind of making sure that everything was aligned. That was really the tricky part. And now I need to cut it in half A couple of things I forgot to include in the beginning that you'll need is, of course, some big cutter or, scissors of some sort. I like my guillotine cutter because it cuts a nice straight line through heavy cardstock like that. So I went ahead and cut that line, but of course it was a tiny bit crooked. I also forgot to include the fact that you'll need a punch of some sort. I don't think a happy planner punch will really work. It's not good with thicker stocks. So if you have a happy planner punch and you can get it to work, congratulations. Otherwise, I would recommend purchasing this handheld version by We Are Memory Keepers. I use this a ton on all my DIYs for my disc planners. If you're looking for something like that where you can really use it on multiple materials, this is a really great tool. I highly recommend it. So I'm just going to use that to punch in the holes. I set the center line and then punched outward from there to make sure that the wreath was centered. And since my punch is a little bit dull, I needed to clean up some of the holes a bit and realized that when I did punch, one of the little tips of the wreath fell off. I feel like that happens every time. It's just always a little too close to the edge, but it still worked out really nice. So now we're going to cut out the title for this insert. I included this as well as part of the freebie. I printed it on clear label paper, like I mentioned, so I'm just going to kind of trim off the excess. And I sized it pretty nicely so that it can fit here on this 8-inch circle without being cut off or in the spine. Took a little bit of maneuvering there, but I figured out something that looked pretty good and still fit within the dimensions that I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there and just set it in. It should be pretty simple once I've got that first part set. And then we'll just separate out the pages. When I printed it, I did print it portrait as the setting. So anybody who does printables, you'll know what I'm talking about in Adobe Reader. Instead of doing it auto orientation, I did it portrait so that I could save the excess label paper to reuse on another print. I just always try to conserve the materials. So if you're like me, it is on the sheet a little bit weird so that you can print it that way if you're printing on a letter size sheet as well. Just FYI. Anyway, so I have that in and we're on to the back. I just thought it'd be fun to add a few more stickers to the back, add a little more decor back here since I don't have anything else really going on other than the print. And I'm in, again, those Planny Things sticker books for more items that kind of relate to the bucket list items that I have listed. I got this idea from a print that I saw on Pinterest as far as how it is broken out into categories of bucket list items. I just thought that was cute and thought that that would be a good way to put a lot of items down to give you options without being too overwhelming. That way you could see easily what category you were in and what you wanted to tackle in that bucket list item section. And so I'm trying to pull in stickers that coordinate with those overarching categories. I've got visit at the top, so I thought a nice road to somewhere was a good one. We've got decorate, which I thought, tying to the front too, I use some of the florals and then maybe just some like standard fall decor items would be cute. Below that, we have eat, which I thought food items, of course, an apple, a piece of pumpkin pie would be cute. On the next side, we have a craft. So there's a bundle of cinnamon sticks for maybe like a simmer pot and then like a dried orange ornament. I thought that worked well for the craft section. We've also got wear, which is, items that you put on your body. So I thought a sweater and boots was cute. And then the Get Cozy down below with a couple of throw blankets piled up, I thought was a cute addition. I really love how this looks. So the only thing that's really not working for me is this giant flower next to the decor. So let me see if I can figure out something else for this section. Just a little more low profile, I think, would be good and not so bold. And I'll try a few different leaves, kind of added in, see if those look good. But no. Trying a few different things here. I just wanted to have a little bit of like a fall-esque look, but not, I don't know, just not too big and bold and overwhelming. So I think I found a leaf that I like. We'll drop that in, and once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye!